Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. So that was again a very busy week for me. So today we are going to do pierogies. Yes, me and my sister, we checked the schedule and it was perfect time to do it. So first I started to cut the mushrooms, onions, and I have to fry them all together. And today the pierogies are going to be 3 different kinds. And when it's everything cut, just fry them on avocado oil, and make sure when you fry mushrooms there is no water on the end. So add salt, pepper, and just mix slowly until that water evaporates. It cannot be any water like you can see now. So they have to be juicy but not watery. And now let's I bought the chicken from the Costco and broke it apart, and a quick preparation of a sauerkraut with dry mushrooms from Polish woods. And that sauerkraut, you just have to cook it for like 1 hour and a half. It doesn't have to be cooked really good. And how to prepare sauerkraut, I'm going to give you a link for my previous videos with sauerkraut. And now for pierogies, the biggest thing is to squeeze out the juice from that sauerkraut and these mushrooms. The pierogies cannot be watery, so that part is very crucial for making pierogies. So just squeeze it out as much as you can and put it into the separate bowl, because then we're going to grind all of that. See how dry it is? Very crucial step. Then I started to prepare another filling for pierogies. It is buckwheat, and we're going to add the dry mushrooms with the juice from the mushrooms when I hydrate them again, and add the dry mushrooms. And then I was like, wait, they are 2 big pieces. So I decided to take a kitchen knife and start cutting them in smaller pieces so they would be better fitting for the filling for the pierogies. And to that we're going to cut that, cook it, add salt, and while it's cooking, also add parsley, Italian parsley, cut it in smaller pieces. And on the end of the cooking process of the buckwheat, just grind cheese, and the cheese that you like, and add to that buckwheat. So the cheese is like a glue for buckwheat, so this way it's easier to do the pierogies with that. Otherwise you would have everything like falling apart for you. And the last one to get ready is to grind everything. So the buckwheat we're not going to grind, of course, it's all ready. And now the mushrooms, we need to grind them. And yes, they are hot, so be careful when you do that. And see, when you are grinding them, there is no extra juice. They are of course juicy, but there is no water in it. So that one is done. Another bowl, and we're going to start grinding the sauerkraut. So the process of grinding for me is always first sauerkraut, mushroom sauerkraut, and then meat. So those pierogies are going to be for Christmas. And the Polish tradition for the Christmas Eve is we do not eat meat on the Christmas Eve. That's Polish tradition. Every dish is either with veggies or fish. No meat in it. I'm going to give you more about the Christmas tradition in the later videos. So this is why I always grind first the veggies and sauerkraut, of course, and then meat, because the meat pierogies are going to be for the 25th, for the Christmas day. So for the sauerkraut, just add the salt and pepper and you are good to go. And the biggest thing for grinding the meat is to use the biggest eyes on the plate. And now the chicken, the rotisserie chicken from Costco. This is my sister. Oh my god, my dog loves her a lot. So she's going to help me with my niece doing the pierogi. So she is the master. And when I'm saying the master, I really mean it. She's the master doing the dough for the pierogies. So the dough for the pierogies, it's flour, a little bit of the salt, just 1 egg, and you don't need more than that, and hot boiling water. And just remember not to do a scrambled egg with your egg inside your dough. So just mix it well and then slowly start adding the hot water. And this is how the dough should be, very soft and ready. Then put a little bit of the flour, sprinkle in the bowl, and leave that dough in it covered, and leave it for a few minutes so it rests. And this is the best dough ever. Oh my god, she's the master. And now it is my time to start rolling the dough, making it flat, and cut it in the little circles so it's going to be ready for making the pierogies. So this process is just slow, but eventually you will make it. Yeah, I have also the KitchenAid attachment, but I don't know why it is so satisfying to do your own flat dough. Then just use any of your liking size cookie cutter and just cut off the circles. And what I like to do when I have those circles ready, I just put them on the side, make sure they are not too wet because they're going to stick really easy, and I stash them on the side because I need to have a space for the dough. And this is how we do the pierogies. So my niece is going to show you how to fold the pierogies, and on one side you just put with your finger dipped in the water, and that water is going to be a glue to the dough of the pierogies. And then we take a fork and we make marks, and those marks are not only for decoration but also to hold the dough on the side together so the filling is not going to fall off. And then one by one add into the hot water. So there is a salt and oil in that water. Oil we adding because we do not want the pierogies to stick together, and this is how I put them together so they cool off.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, soft touch your hand in mine, gets me every time. Lost in the city lights.
The next day I started with the morning coffee and just to relax a little bit after a busy day, and then I had to go with my Luna to a vet, and this is her shaking like crazy like a jello. She hates vet. And after that she just didn't want to move when I was putting the blankets back on the sofa. She's such a little queen of the sofa. She was like, nope, I am not moving. So when the pierogies are done, this is what I do for the holidays, because you cannot leave them in your refrigerator. I put them on the flat baking dish with the parchment paper separately on it, like one by one a layer, and I wrap them with the foil and I put them into the freezer. And then when they are really good frozen, I take the Ziploc bag, and let me show you how to recognize the different fillings. For the different fillings we did different designs, so this way I know which ones are which ones. So this is why I put them in separate Ziploc bags, and this way they are going back into the freezer. So the issue, if you put them straight into the Ziploc bag, this is what happened to me, they would stick together and it would be hard to pull them out of the bag when you need them, and this way they are all separated. And that was on my list for a long time to clean, but I had no idea what to do. Finally, it was time to finish it. So I pulled everything out and washed it inside, all the drawers and even the windows on that door. And then I was able to fix it. And of course I didn't fix it right away because I had the idea on the first day, and those are the amazing like extra shelf holders, and I was like, this way, no, maybe. And then I was like, yeah, wait, I can put it on the other side and have that middle part empty for something else. So a little bit of playing around, and this is the final look, and I think it looks amazing. Comment me, what did you think?
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, the soft touch your hand in mine gets me every time.
So in US the Thanksgiving is gone. I know that in Canada there is going to be Thanksgiving very soon. Can you comment me when exactly in Canada is the Thanksgiving? And those are really cool, like stickies for the windows. They're really easy to pull off. I'm going to link them in the description, and it is time to start the Christmas decoration. So do you also have that issue that every time all of those lights tingle, like really good tingle? It's like, I don't know how it is, but I never could take them off apart. Like, what the how did it happen? Every time it is like a fight through them. Even if you try to put them together easy, they always tangle really good. So my husband stepped in and helped me to put the lights together, and it looks amazing. And I had extra free time, so I decided to make a sausage because I needed my homemade sausage. I'm going to give you the link in the description how to make a Polish sausage. It is so easy and it's so good to make your own. And this is the fresh one, and this is how it looks when you smoke it. It is so good. So link is going to be in the description to have it. And I also decided to can the cranberry sauce. So to that cranberries, I added a zest of orange and orange juice and just tiny bit of water. And I decided to can it. And then I was like canning it, and I'm like, wait, I need the paper and I needed the jars, the lid. And when I was grabbing it back, and it's like, whoopsie! Oh my god, I'm so clumsy sometimes. And after the cranberries, I put it together. I decided to also make the apple cider. And with the apples, what I do, I squeeze them out and I put them into the jar. So before you put the lid on the jar, wipe it really good at the top of the lid, the rim, and put the lid on and tight it really well and just flip it on the side. And this way, when it cools down, it will. And the apple cider recipe is going to be in the description, but basically you need apples, cinnamon sticks, and the clove. And those apples I can use for delicious apple pie or amazing grapes with the apples. Comment me if you want to see my recipe for grapes with the apples, because I have, oh my god, those apple grapes are good. And also I add caramelized pecans into those apples. Oh my god, this is so good. So give me a comment if you want to see them. Alright friends, I will see you with the next video, and I'm going to give you some tips for how to organize yourself with the next video. See you, bye.